Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Keeping It Real with Gigi and Steele.
And where we care about you and what you're going through.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm still.
Okay, guys, we're going to jump right into it. This is part two of our dating red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about some more red flags in dating, and we're also going to talk about a deal breaker. Steele, what do you think is one of the deal breaker for you?
Deal breaker for me is somebody that fall in love with me too quickly. Because I don't understand that. I mean, I barely know you. Maybe went out 1 or 2 days and you already telling me you love me. That's borderline saying you might be crazy on the low. I'm not sure. What do you think?
Steele, wait a minute here. What
Yeah.
about love at first sight? Somebody can't fall in love. Like, you didn't know right off the start that I was the apple of your eye, that I was going to be your forever thing? Is that what you're saying to the people? You didn't have love at first sight with me?
Well, look.
What sight did you have, Steele?
Well, at the time, I mean, I had to get to know you first. I mean, I hope you got to know me first before you say you love me.
Okay, guys. So Steele is saying love at first sight for him is a deal breaker.
Oh yeah, yeah. That just sounds like, you might be delulu a little bit, kind of crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just how I feel about it.
I'm kind of on. You guys comment and tell us what you think. I'm kind of in between with love at first sight. Telling someone you love them too quickly, because some people do have love at first sight, and actually they be together for years and years and years and years. But at least I know still and I didn't share love at first sight, because he's telling you now that he would have thought I was crazy. So I'm glad I didn't tell him I loved him right away. And matter of fact,
Right.
he told me first.
I mean, yeah, I did. I told you first, but it wasn't, after the first 2-3 dates either.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I ain't want to scare you off.
Okay.
I had high feelings for you.
Okay.
If that
good,
makes
Steele.
sense.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Okay, so what about you? What are your deal breakers?
Okay, I am so glad they still asked me what is one of my deal breakers.
Uh-oh.
I think, and this is actually funny still, because last
Okay.
week, you had the opportunity to tell me if you had a red flag for me. What did you say?
That you didn't have any red flags.
Yes,
Oh,
still
man.
said I was just a good woman. He didn't have any red flags, and still, unfortunately, your mom thought differently.
Ooh,
She actually
oh,
told me on the
man.
phone that she thought she should have had a red flag for me, but she didn't comment about what she thought the red flag was. So maybe next week, my mother-in-law will come and tell me what she thought Steele's red flag should have been, because she said everybody has a red flag, but still didn't get one for me. But still, my deal breaker would be
What's that?
if the man had children.
What? How?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
so still,
Okay.
and guys still is making that face because what still?
I mean, you have children, so and I don't. So biologically, I do now, but at the time, I mean, hey.
But that's my deal breaker. Had you had the 3 kids still,
Wow.
I wouldn't have given you the time nor the day. And I say that because if Still had 3 kids and I didn't have any kids, okay? So I'm saying if I didn't have any kids, because Still didn't have any kids when we met, okay? Of course, my 3 kids became his kids, because I don't believe in that stepdad. We don't believe in step parents. We
No.
call it bonus parent or 2 parents, but we don't use the word step in this house.
No. Only
but
step in
if-
the name of love.
That's right. Step in the name of love still. But with Still, if he had 3 kids and I didn't have any kids, I am not going to date a man that has 3 kids. I'm thinking baby mama drama. I don't want the headache. But still, what made you date me and I had 3 kids? You had none. That was a risk. That should have been a
Jeez,
deal
man.
breaker.
Hey, man, I'm a different kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? I
must
see
have been
past
a
that.
smooth talker,
Oh man.
smart walker.
Oh man, you well put together. I
Oh.
will say that. So
Okay, Still.
you know,
Do you regret anything, Still?
no, not at all.
And if it was, he sure but not to say it today, guys. But yes, a deal breaker for me would definitely be if that man had children and I didn't have any children. Now, if I had kids, okay, and he had a child or kids, then we could talk.
Okay.
Because I'm already a mother. I can be a mother figure for his child or children. But to take on that responsibility, and I don't have any kids at all, that's like forcing me to be a parent, and that I may not be ready for. I may not even like kids, right? So I definitely don't want a man, especially if he has bad children, misbehaved kids. It's one thing that he had good children. If I had children, he had children, his children was well behaved, and mine was well behaved. But if he had children, I didn't have children, I wouldn't have given Still the time or day. So if the roles were reversed back then and Still had the kids and I didn't, we would not have been 20 years. I wouldn't have given them 20 minutes. Now, that's just me. But if still had children and I had children, I'm saying yes. Then I would have given them a chance. Do you guys think that's important? I think it's very important that if you're going to date somebody to have children, I think that you already should have children yourself. Now, that's my personal opinion. You guys can comment below and let me know what you guys think. That's just my personal opinion. What do you think, Still?
What about is the situation where, let's say, the baby mother has passed away, and then it's just the man and the kids?
I'm sorry about the circumstance. The circumstance is not going to change. That's a deal breaker for me.
Man,
it's not
okay.
based on the circumstance.
Wow,
it's me personally saying if I don't have kids, I don't want to
Jeez.
deal with the man that has kids. I don't want to deal with your responsibility.
you
Maybe
kinda-
I'm not ready for that.
That sounds kind of harsh, GG.
No, that's
but
not. No, that's not harsh.
Good
That's-
gracious. Wow, man, that's.
I'm saying
Jeez.
I'm saying if I didn't have children, I wouldn't want a man that has 1, 2, 3. I don't care how many kids you have. But if I didn't already have children, I don't want that responsibility. Because then you're taking that away from me as me having, you know what I'm saying, like being a parent for the first time. You're taking it away from me, and I have to watch your kids.
I mean,
Then I
that's
become
not always
I
the
become a
case.
girlfriend. I'd probably be a babysitter. I wouldn't be ready for all that.
Why would I?
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't put you as a babysitter.
I don't know. We didn't take that chance. Don't worry about it still because I had the children, right? And you didn't have any children together. Now, smile. We have 3. Wonderful adult children and 3. And then we have some grandchildren now.
Jeez.
So, yes, that would have been a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I can respect that.
Okay. And one of our comments, one person comments about if there are relationship problems.
Okay.
As far as like with the family, like if they have like sibling issues, issues with their parents, issue with their how would you think still if someone if that person had relationship problems, like they didn't get along with their parents or their siblings?
I mean, it could be tough if you let it be. I mean, sometimes when you deal with something like that, you have issues where, you won't get along with your in-laws or, their siblings or whatnot. But I can't really speak on that because, I mean, I usually get along with everybody. So, but I mean, it is a tough one because, I mean, man, that is pretty tough.
Well, I think the person that commented was saying more so if the person had issues with their own parents or with their own siblings. So I would answer it and say that I'm a sole believer, guys, that how a man treats his mom is how he'll treat his wife.
That's why I treat you so good.
That's
why I treat you so good.
Still
That's right.
because he adores his mom. He
Yes, I
adores
do.
his grandma. And so how a man treats his mom is how he would treat his wife. And I'm a sole believer of that. So if the guy didn't have a relationship with their mother or father, I would kind of probably dive deeper into that as to maybe why. Because just because somebody is your parent, don't grant them access. Entitlement doesn't mean access. Just because you're my mother, you're my father, I have to give you access to me, because there could be different situations why that person does not have an actual relationship with their siblings or with their parents. So in fairness, I would say that would be a conversation we would have, and I probably want to dive deeper into it to be fair. Because I know a lot of people that don't have a relationship with their parents or their siblings for various reasons, and some of them may have had some type of trauma that I don't know about. So I don't want to be judgmental, but I will say, though, that if the man is involved with their parent, then I want to see how he treats his mother, because that's going to surely be a sign of how he's going to treat me. What do you think, Still?
I think you're right. I treat you very well.
Yes, you do, Still. You do. You treat me very well. Still, what's another red flag for you?
Financial stability. That's a red flag because it's bad. It's not good to be with somebody that's bad with finances, where they never pay their bills on time. They never have money to do anything. They always asking to borrow money from you. I mean, anybody with financial stability is not gonna work with me. I don't have time to invest into. I like investing into fixing up cars, not fixing a person with their financial problems. So that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay, so I can look at the financial piece in different ways.
Okay.
So I don't believe it. Do you believe relationship has to be 50-50 still?
No. What I'm saying, let me explain this too, because I left this out. Because maybe you might not make as much money, and as long as you're doing what you're supposed to, do with your finances. I get it, but when you're out here just partying and don't pay your bills, and then you come to me asking for money, nah, it ain't gonna work.
Okay, so want not, waste not. So with the
Yeah,
financial piece, I feel like, you don't have to. That person may not make as much money as you do. Um, and that's okay.
yeah,
I
I
don't
get
think a
that part.
relationship
Yeah,
has to be 50-50 on
no,
finance. Even if
no,
we are married, I don't think it has to be 50-50. But
mm
if you're giving, truly,
right. If you're
and that's all
doing,
you have, then that's okay. So I say this for the younger couples
yeah,
that are dating and they're trying to see if that significant other is not financially stable. It's okay because young people, they're gonna blow their money and spend their money, right? But are you being attentive to what you're spending? Like if you go out here and you go out to a concert or something, and
right,
you haven't paid your car note. I'm looking at that. That's definitely a red flag.
yeah,
But if you're using your money wisely and you pay all your bills and you caught up on
right.
everything
I
and
can
you
respect that.
genuinely are living paycheck to paycheck, but
Yeah,
everything's paid for,
right. And I
then
get
then
that
that's
part.
okay.
But you out here, trying to live your best life, and your home is not living the best because you ain't paying your bills. That's the issue.
And if you're going every time you go out to eat or you do anything, you're always the one that's paying. That
Oh
person
yeah.
says, "Oh, I forgot my wallet," or "Can you
Oh
get me
man.
this time and I'll get you the next time?"
Yeah.
Or the turn off for me is don't I can't. A man borrowing money from me is out of the question.
Uh,
Like when we're dating. Because when we're married and we get money from each other, that's something different.
right.
But if we're dating and you're asking me for money, that's a red flag for me. Like
Right.
that's a big turn off. That's a big no. Like, because a man's gonna ask another man for money, before he asks his girl. Now that's just me. He should have a buddy or somebody that he can ask to a go-to person, not the female.
Yeah.
What do you think, Still? If what do you think about that? If
No, you're
a female
absolutely
asks you
right.
for money, would you give her money?
Nope.
You wouldn't give her money?
Mm-mm.
I'm
You
trying to
ain't-
think. Did I ever act? I've never been the
Nah.
borrower. I've never.
And vice versa. I never asked you for money either, but nah, nah. Unless, like I said, unless you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing and you can't make ends meet,
Mm-hmm.
then of course. But I see you out here getting your hair done, going to concerts, going to the bars, clubs, and then hey, you gonna call me and say, hey, I need money on the light bill. Well, sound like you gonna be sitting in the dark. That's
Okay,
all
so
I'm gonna say.
speaking of hair done, and all that, and nails and stuff,
Uh huh.
are you gonna help that female get that hair done and nails done and everything still? When you're dating her?
Once again, if she's responsible, then that's a different story. If she's not, no. You know what I'm saying? Unless, I mean, let me take that back because I kind of sound kind of chauvinist a little bit. If I'm dating, I want to do something nice. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hair and nails done. Hey, I like to see how you look.
Okay.
I like the appearance.
Okay.
But hey.
As my grandma used to say, don't start nothing you ain't gonna finish. So
Oh yeah,
if
definitely.
you start off dating that person and you're getting her hair done and nails done and all that, you gotta keep it going. You gotta keep
Yeah,
it
I
going.
know, man. I tell you, it's just like investing in an old school car, almost. So, what is another deal breaker, Gigi?
I'm trying to see what the viewers had said.
Okay. Okay.
Another one is talking about communication.
That's a good one.
The someone said that the guy he says if he want to know something he'll ask, and so lately the viewer said that he's not asking anything. So does that mean that he doesn't want to know anything? Because he says if I want to know something I'll ask. Is that a red flag or is that a deal breaker? That's a no.
I mean, from the guy perspective,
He's not communicating. He's not asking anything.
As a guy, I have the same issue sometimes. I kind of see what I want to know through the actions, but it depends on the situation.
I don't know. Still, we got together. I think you talked.
I talked. Yes, I talked.
Yes.
I talked entirely too much at the time.
I don't know if you talk too much.
Yeah. You ghost me
Okay. you. I don't know
for a
about
little
that.
bit.
But you did talk. So
Yeah.
what the viewer is saying is that this particular guy does not communicate at all. He doesn't talk. And he said, if I want to know something, I'll ask. I think that communication is very important in a
It is,
relationship.
it
Without
is.
communication, you have nothing.
And also, too, it shows that you care about the person,
Right.
too. So,
Right. So for that viewer, I think that the lack of communication, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be a deal
It-
breaker. But it would definitely be a red flag because in order for you to get to know him and him to get to know you, you gotta talk.
You gotta
Like
talk.
I'm
Yeah.
a big talker. I think I
Oh
talk
yeah.
a lot. Still is more quiet than me. I'm more outgoing. I'm a social butterfly. Still will talk, but you have to be. I'm more the initiator. So communication is key in a relationship. You can't. There's no way you can have a relationship
That's
if
true.
you don't communicate.
Yeah, you got to
So
communicate.
definitely, I would say that the lack of communication is definitely a red flag. Not a deal breaker, but it's definitely a red flag. What's
Right.
another red flag that you have still? While I look to see what the
Let's
viewers
see.
say.
Somebody that doesn't accept accountability. So basically, this person put his blame on everyone else. All his problems, all his mistakes is somebody else's fault. Um, they tend to just push off their issues on other people. So they can, I would say, just for them to feel better, like they feel accomplished of their mistakes by blaming somebody else.
Right, because I think accountability is everything.
Yeah, it is.
If you've done wrong, if you said something wrong or done something wrong, I think accountability is everything. And
Yeah.
then if you're pushing the blame off on someone or somebody else, something or someone else, then that's definitely an accountability issue. I think that is definitely a red flag because I like a person to say, "Hey, I apologize. I made a mistake," and then they own up to that mistake.
Right.
It's like someone that has an ex and they want to blame the whole relationship on what the ex did. Okay, that ex left you too, right? So you're not perfect, right? So then say, what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? So we all have exes, whether it's an ex-husband or ex-girlfriend, whatever. We all have exes, right?
I ain't do nothing wrong.
And so, right, so we can't be innocent because if our exes were here to tell a story, I'm quite sure they would find something
It'd be all
that
lies.
that we did, that we did or that we did not do. So accountability is everything, and I think that what do you think, Steele? I think Steele does very well with accountability.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And vice versa. When we first got together, I think that's how we got to stay together too long.
Too long.
So long.
Hey,
So
man.
long.
What?
Is that we took accountability for
yeah,
it,
definitely.
and we apologize. We need to apologize.
I know I apologize.
Yes, we did. Yes, you did still, and you still do. Let me see what else
Okay.
that the listeners might have said. Trying to see what else they saying without us repeating ourselves.
Right.
We talked about control last week. Someone else said, and some people text us. They said controlling behavior. Want to know where you are, who you're with, what you're wearing, who you can talk to.
Mm-hmm.
That is definitely a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That is definitely a deal breaker. If they are having to, I've known someone where the guy was chalking the car tire so that he would know when she moved the car. Definitely
What?
a red flag.
Wow.
That's controlling because he wants to know, has she left the home for that day?
That's crazy.
And then if she was above the chalk or beneath the chalk, then he knew that she had left for that day. And then there was a whole big flare up of that. So definitely, controlling behavior is definitely a deal breaker. And and someone else said he got that person, not just he or she, has a temper.
Oh yeah, nah, you can't have a temper,
They're
man.
quick to get angry. What do you think, Steele?
Yeah, nah, stay away from a person that's quick to get angry because, I mean, if they're getting angry quickly like that, there's no telling what they will do. So I say definitely stay away from that, from anybody with a quick temper.
Yes, because the temper is what starts. It could escalate into something
Right.
physical, and then
Right.
it starts off verbal, and then it can end up physical.
Right, and we don't need that.
Definitely, if it gets to be physical, or it looks like it's about to get physical, or they get so angry. You know how you get so angry that you like flare up at the person.
Oh no,
that's definitely a deal breaker.
no, yeah, that's definite.
That's definitely going to lead to something else.
Yeah, we don't need
So
that.
that is definitely a no as far as anybody with their temper.
Right.
A short temper at that.
Yeah. Amen to that.
What else? Another one that you have still?
I would say, people might look at this funny, but anyone that has too many friends of the opposite sex. Why? That don't make sense. Nah.
Too many friends of the opposite sex?
Nah.
I don't know if that's so. You said that's a red flag or a deal,
Yeah, it's a deal breaker.
a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I don't know because I've heard people some people that have more friends of the opposite sex. Say
Mm-hmm.
if it's some females I know that may have more male friends than they
Mm-hmm.
do female friends. And you
Okay.
and please, you guys comment and let us know what your opinion is. Some people that have more, some of my friends that I know that may have more male friends than female friends because they're like women are so messy. No, I'm just saying what's been said. But they're so messy, like we chatty and this, that, and the third. So
Okay.
I don't know that having too many friends of opposite sex should be a deal breaker because I think that's going to be a trust thing.
Why are they
So-
friends with you though?
Excuse me.
Why are they friends with you though? This is what I'm getting at with that is because you got to remember opposite sex. Okay.
Correct.
All right. So you might. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna have feelings for somebody in a way that they want to be beyond friends.
So what are you saying? Still, you don't have any female friends?
No.
We have mutual friends that are.
I mean,
We have
no.
mutual friends.
My mutual friends that are female is also their husband or boyfriend is my friend.
Correct.
But I'm talking about like a friend that's, a single friend or something like that.
So you wouldn't want me to have any single? I couldn't have any single male friends still.
And you looking at them right here. I'm your single and married friend. What you talking about? Man, you better get that out your head. You talking crazy?
So I couldn't have any male friends without being attached to your friends.
I mean, that's it.
Still are not
That's-
share friends. His
that's
friends
it.
are my friends. My friends are his friends, and we
That's
all
it.
get together.
Why you want to be friends with my wife for, man? That don't make sense.
Okay, guys. So I guess I don't have any male friends outside of our
Hey.
circle anyway.
Yeah.
But still said that's a deal breaker. Guys,
it's a deal
comment
breaker.
and let me
Too
know.
many
if,
of them. No, I'm sorry. A man, like a man that, they like women, okay? And I'm sorry to tell you that I never seen too many situations where a guy friend don't fall for the friend, throughout the relationship or friendship.
So I think you've been watching too many Lifetime movies. You've been watching too many Lifetime movies.
No.
Still,
No. I am a guy, okay?
I do think in the relationship.
I am a man first.
I do think
know.
it's okay to have friends of the opposite sex and just be totally platonic. I don't see why it always have to be like something in between. I've had male friends, and when you was in high school, you have female friends still,
Yeah, they was all right, but it wasn't like, hey, I was hanging with them. No.
but they were still your friends.
But they was my friends because I was trying to get with them. That's a different story.
Oh, so still you trying
I'm
to
a man. I'm a man. So at the end of the day, hey, you're gonna develop feelings. So
Okay, so I disagree with that one. I feel like there's a trust issue there. So if you're in the process of dating someone, you can kind of watch how they interact with the friends of the opposite sex before
Yeah,
you
I
say
think
that's
you
a
should.
true deal breaker.
hey, look, I'm just saying.
Okay, so
I'm
still,
just saying.
but I do not have any friends, any male friends outside of still in our circle, and still does not have any female friends outside of our friendship circle. So you guys comment and let us know what you think. Still said that's a deal breaker for
That's
him.
a deal breaker for me.
I say it could be a potential red flag, but I'm gonna watch the interaction. I
Okay.
wouldn't be upset if Still had a female friend. Now, if he's calling her and things like that, then that's something different. But having a female friend, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think I would have a problem with that because I trust you. Now we're trying to establish that relationship. Again, it's the interaction.
Okay,
It's the interaction
All
for
right.
me.
gotcha.
What's any other red flags still that you can think of?
All right.
What about if someone is in between? So the guy or the girl tells you they're in between relationships. They say, me and my girl, we not good, or me and we're not good right now. But hey, you never know what can happen. It might be a chance that you and I can get together. But yet he or she is living with a significant other, or he or she is still like interacting with the other person still. Can we move forward with our relationship? So let's address the first part about it.
Okay.
If that person is already living with someone, say for instance, it could be that let's say they could be getting a divorce and they're in between and she's seeing other people, he's seeing other people. First of all, that's adultery, right?
It is.
All right,
It
so that's
is.
first and foremost.
Yes.
So let's say they're divorced, okay,
Okay, they're
and then they're
divorced.
still living together because both of them can't financially afford to live by themselves.
Okay.
Or let's say that it's a man or woman that just boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're in between a relationship. They're saying, hey, um, I'm gonna leave her. I just haven't had a chance yet. I don't want to break it off with her because she might not take it so well. So what do you think, still?
Man, well, I would say in that situation, I don't know, man. I think you should just stay clear of that because that person might not even leave that person. You know what I'm saying? So, you might be waiting a long time for this person to leave, and only thing you're gonna have is heartbreak because they're gonna end up staying with the person they already with. Or like, I mean, hey, I gotta say it. It sounds like that person is running the game.
Correct.
So,
So especially
saying.
if
Sorry,
that
fellas.
person is like, say for instance, that him and his wife, like the other person and their significant other, like say the married couple, they're separated. Even if they're not living together, they're still legally married.
Oh yeah.
That's a no. Because the Bible said, let every man have his own wife and let every wife have her own husband. So
Correct.
that's definitely a deal breaker. You don't want to be
Yeah.
with somebody that's already in a relationship,
No.
that's already married. That's because that's adultery, right?
It
And
is.
even if they are divorced, but they still got some type of interaction. He said, "Oh, it's not like that. We just meet up for the kids and all this and that." I would definitely say that's a deal breaker.
Yeah,
If that person if that person is living with someone else, or they're saying that me and her or me and him are not, whatever the case, we're not doing good right now. We're trying to end things nicely. That's a deal breaker.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You don't want somebody that's already caught up with somebody.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10 ain't nothing going on, man. They just trying to get a little extra on the side.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Okay. And what about if your goals are different? Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah, it can be. It can be. It depends on with the goal. Some people are more driven to success, and then some people just lag around. They just, they just move at a slow pace.
Is the difference in goal a deal breaker?
It can be. I say 50-50. It depends on the situation and the people.
Okay, and so for me, I feel like goals is not really a deal breaker if you have your own goals.
Mm-hmm.
I have my own goals. If I can support you and you can support me, I don't feel like that's a deal breaker. But you got to be self-motivated. I
that's
shouldn't have
the key.
to be
That's the
pushing
key.
you, saying, remind you had to do this, do this.
You're right.
I think that it's and when you're dating someone, you want to see that they are self-motivated. Because if they are not motivating themselves, they can't motivate you.
That's true.
And if you want to grow together and have something, then he has to have a plan.
Yeah. He or she.
Right.
He or
That
she,
person
yeah.
has to have a plan.
Right.
So, I think that's very, very important. Like, this is where I am right now. This is where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
And so then you're looking at that person saying, okay, I like where that person is going.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go there too.
Right.
Or
right.
this all he or she wants to do.
Yeah, like they reached their limit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wanna get a new car. Okay, then I want to get a new car and drive it to my new job. Like you gotta have like goals. So when you get this goal, then when you get here, when you get there, you want to keep going and keep going and keep going. So
Right.
I think that if you have different goals, it's okay. It's all
Yeah.
about the support.
Correct.
Because I had one viewer ask, "What about if your goals are different?" And that's okay because you don't want somebody to have the exact same goals.
No.
At the end of the day, you wanna succeed and you wanna grow together. Like
Right.
Still and I was in college when we first got together, and we went on and still wanted to do truck driving. And so when we first got together, he wasn't driving trucks. I was in college, and then he went on to start getting his CDLs, and I went on to get my master's degree. And then so our goals were different, but he supported me in what I was doing, and I supported him in what he was doing. So the biggest thing is still was self-motivated to reach his goals. I was
Yeah.
self-motivated to reach my goals, and we were there to support each other and then kind of, cheer each other on those toughest days. So having somebody that's to support your goals, I don't necessarily have to have the same goals, but at least
Right.
having someone to support you, and then you support him or her, is the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the key to a relationship. One of them.
Right.
Support.
It's right. Support. And being committed to that person.
Yep. And
If that person's
communication.
not committed to you, then that's just no way it's going to work. You have to
Nah.
be committed to each other.
Got to be.
So I don't think that you have to have the exact same goals.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Let me see if there's anything else that a viewer had asked that we might have missed. And please, guys, comment so we can kind of bring some closure next week to part 3 of it.
Okay.
Comment about some of the things you heard today and let us know what your thoughts are Still, any more that you can think about? Look at what the viewers have texted me or called me and said.
Hmm. I don't have anything right now, but we did hit some key points today with the deal breakers and red flags. So, I mean,
I think another one would be respecting you.
oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
Respecting you no matter
Definitely.
who's around. Like if they're around their family and friends and things,
Yeah,
they're
don't try
not
to show off.
right. They don't try to
Gas
gaslight
them,
you
anything like
or
that.
or call you names or make
Pick
fun of
on
how
you.
make fun of how you look or how you talk. I think that says a lot. Like you watch the person say in anger and watch what the person say in laughter because that's usually what they mean.
Yeah.
So if they're disrespecting you in any kind of way, making fun of you in any kind of way, that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah,
That's a deal
definitely.
breaker for me.
'Cause respect is,
Yes,
it's
respect
high.
goes
You
a
gotta have
long
it.
way. So you're gonna respect me no matter who we are,
Right.
who are we
Who
around,
we are, what the
and
situation.
where we are. Yes, you're gonna respect me, and I'm gonna respect you.
Right.
And that's respect is the biggest thing.
Correct.
Treating me good and respecting me is everything in a relationship. So
Yeah.
if we can't get past that part in the beginning, we're not gonna get there. If you're not getting respected and treating good in the beginning, if you're going in wrong, it's gonna come out wrong. So I
Right.
would say that's definitely a deal breaker is respect.
Yes.
And we're very big on respect.
That's
Even
right.
now, even when you get married, respect is everything.
Yeah, nothing changes.
So guys, I think that I hit on everything that you guys asked. I'm checking my phone just to make sure I didn't miss anything. As far as the comments that you guys made. Another big one is the person what if that person is complimenting other someone of the opposite sex all the time in front of you? Is that a deal breaker if someone is just complimenting the opposite sex? So, still, what do you think? Do you compliment in the beginning? Did you compliment other women or anything in front of me?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
not at all. That's very disrespectful.
Right. I think that would be disrespectful.
And
even
I feel
now,
like if that's the case, y'all had a pass.
still, why you always want to get?
Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. That's what it's about, keeping it real. Y'all done had a pass, or y'all want something going on together.
Right.
So.
I think it's disrespectful to compliment someone of the opposite sex in front of your significant other, and especially in a relationship. Even now, when you get married, I just think it's disrespectful.
No, it is.
Still walked up to one of our friends and said, or a lady in the store and say that she looked nice, and I'm gonna really have a problem with that.
Hey, baby, you look good. I already know the outcome of that, man. Next episode will be looking like a raccoon, John. So.
Yeah, I don't know how the next episode will go still.
I might not be here.
Yeah, that's not even safe to talk about.
No.
So no, I think that's definitely a form of disrespect that if you are complimenting someone of the opposite sex. I think that's I'd say that's a deal breaker because
That's
that
a
means
big
that
deal
person
breaker.
is looking at other, someone else. So that should be no reason why your
As you
eyes
say,
are
protect your eye gates.
right.
Yeah.
And so that would definitely be a deal breaker for me as well if they were looking at someone other. If you were looking at someone else, that would definitely be a deal breaker
Yeah, you're
for
right.
me.
Vice versa.
Yes, definitely, still definitely.
Yeah.
So guys, we have talked. We've given you guys many red flags. We've given you guys some deal breakers. We're gonna tie this back up on next week because we're waiting to hear from you guys as far as commenting on some of the things that we've said.
Yep. Comment your red flags.
Yes,
and
and
your deal
give
breakers.
us some more red flags on the go to the podcast and comment and instead of texting and calling me, put it out there and let us know what your red flags are, whether or not you disagree with some of the red flags that Steele and I talked about. I think I shocked Steele about my deal breaker with having the children. I think
that's real messed up though.
But still, you asked me, and so I had to tell the people the truth. And that's just my deal breaker. But hey, still, we're 20 years in. Yes, that was my deal breaker. So you guys comment and share if you didn't like the fact that I told Steele that having children and me not having any, if our roles were reversed, that I wouldn't have given Steele the time or the day.
You would have. You're a gay man.
No, really. Still, I can't tell you until. Keeping it real still. So please comment, like, share, subscribe still. What else?
And hit that bell notification so you can see all the notifications of all our content pop up. Also, you can listen to us on iHeartRadio, on Spotify, and on YouTube, of course. And we'll be more platforms we'll be uploading on soon. So keep your eyes open, and you'll see
Yes, and we're gonna be posting every what still?
every Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna do once a week for right now,
Hmm.
and then we're gonna try and post a little bit more.
Right.
And to my mother-in-law, please make sure you comment about what you thought Steele's red flag with me should have been. I'm quite sure myself and the viewers would love to know.
Oh yeah, I'd
I
love
had,
to
I
know
had to put
too.
on the spot because she asked me not to, and so now I am gonna let everybody know that you asked me not to put you on the spot. So to my mother-in-law again, put that red flag out on the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Keeping It Real with Gigi and Steele.
And where we care about you and what you're going through.
Until the next episode.
Hey, keep it real.